Hey, crazy. Oh man, haven't made that mistake in a while. So I've beaten this game quite a few times, but uh, I actually this is the run I need. I've got 9 golden rings. For an achievement, I need to get 10, and then buy something that's worth 10 coins. So that's hopefully what we're gonna do. I assume we'll have time before Ranchwood comes online. That's not the direction I go, and all right, this isn't gonna be a record. Actually, like just before I went live, I got a sub 15 time on this, which is pretty good considering that's the last of the speed achievements needed. Every time with that jump. Wow. I didn't know you can miss it like that. Cool. I'm glad I'm getting stuck on tree. The tree has a name. I just can't remember. There we go. And do the right thing this time. There we go. Look at that. Isn't it great when you click the right buttons? So, this game has 2 controls. It has move and jump. And your jump, you can jump straight up, left, or right. You don't choose how left or how right. You just click the direction, hold the jump button down, and you have an invisible power meter. And basically, you just have to know how much power you need. Experiment by falling down. You see that giant gap on the right side, or the left side, uh, to where, if you miss one jump, even from this area, you fall all the way back down to like halfway through the sewers. It's really punishing if you fall. It makes you jump out here for that bird. So basically, we're pushing the bird further and further. It's not a necessary thing for the game. It's just an optional thing. But for the achievement I'm going for, I need it. Look at that. That gap on the left side, now you gotta jump over it for actual progression, not just for the bird. Okay, that was close. You can see that gap is still there. We kind of cover the gap, though, now. Up in Bargenberg. But you see this roof is sloped like that. And you do all the way down there if you mess up. Thankfully, this part is relatively safe. It's mainly just that jump over the gap that you have to worry about. Right here. Whew. Been a while since I've messed it up, but doesn't mean it won't happen. Hidden to 4.5, still in Bargenberg. This is kind of slow for me, but we've had some big falls. So we'll be seeing Bargenberg again. We'll be coming back down here after we get this gold ring from this bird. Gotta make that tight jump. Coming up, hardest jump in the game, right here. Jumping inside of this house. We got it first try. I struggle with it. It's probably not the hardest. There's like a couple others that I think are probably harder. I just struggle with it. Ooh. Ooh. That hurt. I don't try and make the jump straight up. I go across and then we mess up. Okay. Back to the bottom of Bargenberg. This is great. Make a couple short hops. Wall bounce. Get up there. Full jump. Here and here. Let's see if we can do it again. Beautiful. The thing that sucks is we didn't even get the bird. Like, I would have been fine with that if we scared the bird away and then fell, because at least we'd still progress the bird. But it's okay. We didn't have any trouble with it. Relatively easy bird location there. Big gap there. Bonk on the top there. This one looks scary. It's not. This one I struggle with every now and again. Didn't have trouble there. Almost bonked off. That's alright. This jump is pretty precise coming up. Not this one. This one's precise, but easier. This one. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Easy bird. The next one, I will probably fall back down to this screen after the bird. You'll see it happen. Watch. I've only actually landed in the house once. Yeah. But that's alright. I know where I'm landing. It's a pretty good spot to land. That was bad, though. It's a tight jump if you can manage it. You could just barely get on top of this. Or else you jump all the way down. I'm being really precise. I'd rather undershoot than overshoot, because at least I have that safety net of being right there. Still making pretty decent time. Ooh, that sucked. Full jump. This is like just under a full jump. 2 full jumps here. Pretty hefty jump there. This is kind of hard jump. Some tight ones. This bird sometimes gives me trouble. I'll probably fall. Yeah. Alright, we landed on the cliff. That's the best outcome I've seen. I've landed on this first house before. It's just not often. I think the wind needs to be going in a certain direction for that. Ooh. Side platform. Alright. This is a pretty safe area to fall at on that last house. This one is not. This is a full jump. Alright. We're up. Hopefully, we don't see lower than this again in this run. Hopefully, the screen below us is like the lowest you'll see for the rest of this run. That's my hope, at least. So this, in this thick snow, you can't move. You lose that option. So you have to basically do like bunny hops. What am I doing? Oh, you can make that. Okay. Cool. I didn't know that. So I usually just let the wind guide me in this section. It's slow, but it works. Here is what I actually think the hardest jump in the game is. It's so precise, and if you bonk off that wall, you're falling pretty far. I'm not safe. I'm not out of it. I can fall here or in the screen above me, and both of those will be very punishing. This one in particular, if I mess up just slightly. Looks like we're good here. We can still fall on the next screen. I did that too early, or too late, rather. Can I full jump up? I think I can. I can. Beautiful. That's a good recovery. Full jump up here. The wind will carry me. Here's where we do more precise jumps. All right. Ooh, I shouldn't have risked that, but that was pretty cool. We're in the cathedral. We're out of the cathedral. All right, we got our coin. We've got our 10 gold rings. Well, that lady in Bargainburg, she was selling something for 10 gold rings. So we're hopping all the way back down to buy it. all the way back down. I don't know which side I should be on for these falls, so I don't fall too far. Hopefully that's... Ooh. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Hello. Yes, what are you selling? A pair of boots. Just what I need. 10 gold. Just so happens I have that much. It's perfect. I'm rich. Give me the boots. Extra special performance enhancing boots. Yo, look at that. Jumping in style. I assume they're in my inventory. Yeah. Crown shoes. Can I... did the game crash? Ah, there we go. Okay, so you can unequip them if you want to. Now, we just need to beat the game. I don't know if I get the achievement for beating it with the boots unless I do a full run. We'll find out. Well, okay. So welcome back to the sewers. I'm sure you remember this part of the game. Actually, I believe I can... Just in case I don't get the achievement for, like, completing the run... we'll just give up the run and then do a run from the start. New game. Alright. Look at our fancy boots. Just gonna speed run up. We don't even need the bird this run, which is great. We have all the achievements that the bird can give us. Of course, the first couple bird sightings, it's like, I don't know if it's even possible to avoid some of them. Like, look at this one. How are you supposed to not get the bird here? This next one, the next bird spot, is possible to avoid. However, I have the achievement for doing it already, so I'm not going to. It's not fun to go for. If you think some of these jumps are precise, let me show you what you need for that. So there's the bird. I'm sure you saw I landed on that cage. Well, for the achievement, you have to jump from here up to that block up and to the right. It's not easy. The arc of your jump does not allow for that very easily. And then you have this bird, where this is where I'm just not going to go for him. Much safer not to go for him. And we're already back. We're already back in Bargainburg. Wow, I say it's a hard jump, and then I just show that it's not. And then I missed the other jump that my friend says is hard, that I don't think is hard, but I missed it anyway. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, thank you for the save game. Some unfortunate falls. That's alright. I honestly can't believe I'm 4 for 4 on that for stream. Believe me, it's a hard jump. It's very precise. Just take my word for it. These are 3 full jumps. Pretty easy bonk. Followed by another full jump if I wasn't too far to the left. This jump is kind of tough when you haven't done it before. Too much? Ooh, I landed like right on the edge of that. Full jump. Full jump. Tiny. Again, playing it safe on these, for the most part. Okay. Alright, game. Won't even let me finish talking. I always go for like the one house to the one tower to the other, just because it's easier. I say easier, but it's just like it's less trial and error. If I can get it, because now I've got to go do this. Still have a chance of overshooting this, and then it's just back and forth until I get it. Like that. Ooh. I don't do that one often. I do that kind of often. That, oh man. Making all sorts of dumb mistakes. That's alright. You guys have seen the hard part of the game. Once you get to that cathedral, you saw that like I couldn't fall unless I really wanted to. Once I get there, it's like a straight shot to the end. There we go. We're out. We're on to the upper frontier. Two full jumps. Almost full jump. Weird timing. I have like a timing in my head of how long to hold on all the jumps, but I don't really know how to like say how long I need to hold. It's just like slightly longer. Okay. The wind was shifting. We're good though. Just get a better positioning there. It's still not a good position. There we go. Wanted to make sure I could just jump straight up for that. Make sure we're not under that corner. Even if you're like slightly not under that corner, you'll bonk. So you don't want that. Oh, we held too long. That's alright. That was pretty safe. There we go. Up here. Now for the hardest jump. I'll show you guys what it looks like to miss. Hopefully not. Beautiful. I hate missing this one. You fall so far down. What I hate more is missing one of these, because then you have to redo that other jump. Okay. Not going to push it with that next one. The wind was with us. Get a little better positioning there. Ooh, okay. That's fine. We're actually just going to jump down because, you know, you guys really wanted to see this jump again, I'm sure. You really want to see me miss this, so I just need to give it as many tries as possible, and I'm not going to miss it. It's not going to happen. All the jumps I think are hard are going to be first try on stream. I don't feel confident doing a small enough jump for that area. This we may... No. I'm going to do that. Ooh. I didn't think I was close enough to the... Or I thought I was too far to the edge to get that. Don't hold side. I almost held side. You don't want to. This you want to. Full jump up. Wait for the wind to shift. Do a jump there. Okay, we're good. We're fine. It's okay. Do a baby jump up. Full jump. Wait for the wind. No! Oh man, I'm being bad. Alright, so we're going to do a different strat here. We're lined up for it, I think. Going to wait for the wind. Do that. There's a lot of different paths you can take through these areas. Okay. Tried doing a side jump. Hold on real quick. We're going to jump to the side just to hopefully get a better positioning here. Perfect. It's really hard not being under that corner. Whew. I was almost too late on that. Alright. Perfect. This is exactly where we wanted it to be. Wait for the wind to go that way. And we pretty much beat the game. Cathedral's easy. It's 3 full jumps to the left, 1 full jump to the right, full jump to the left, big charge to the right, full jump to the right, full jump to the left, big jump to the right, full jump to the left, decent sized jump, full jump, 3 full jumps here, right, left, right. Now we're on ice physics. You still have to be careful here. Not full jump. You can actually recorrect your ice momentum, which is really cool. So you can just kind of jump the opposite direction and pretty much stop your sliding. It's really good. Bonk there. Do this. Do that. This is really good pace for me. But usually I'm so used to like going for the bird. So this is the tower. This is the final section of the game. We're doing good. Right here you can get the edge, do a full jump. Full jump that way. Oh, I thought I fell, which would have sent me all the way back down to the cathedral, which we do not want. But I'm very certain it could happen easily. Alright, we're out. We won. 12:06. It's a good time. That's like 2.5 minutes better than my best with going for the bird. So we got to the end of the game. I don't know if it says it when it says what game I'm playing, but the game's full title is Jump King. There's a smoking hot babe at the top. Well, that's where we got. Now, there's 2 other campaigns that come with this game. I believe they were both like extras that were added on. I bought the game and they were all in. I haven't played either of them because they look very hard, but I will be. Especially since I feel pretty good at this regular campaign. So I think I am capable of doing the others. I'll probably start New Game Plus. I'll show you what, New Babe Plus. I'll show you what New Babe Plus looks like. Whoa. Look at those stylish shoes. I didn't know it would give a special splash screen for that. That's pretty funny. A true king. 1208. 16 falls. That's... I want to say my 1440 whatever was 15 falls. But was more jumps, surprisingly. So that's Jump King. That's regular game Jump King. Now for you know what? We'll do New Babe Plus from New Game. There's a separate route you can take through this. So I'll show that off. So you'll see the same start. I believe it's in Bargenberg, like halfway through. Ooh, didn't think I made that. So there's not really much use for the jumping straight up. It is good if you're like trying to gauge out like how much height you need. You can see. It's good for that. Other than that, it doesn't really have much use. Though I guess in like my first playthrough, it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do on the next screen, so I just jump straight up. Pretty safe, and then you know where you're going. So it's actually really useful for that. I'll probably use it a lot for the New Babe Plus. Why? I'm supposed to just tap for that. There is an achievement for 0 falls. And by fall, it means when you kind of like splat on your face, not when you just fall. So like this isn't a fall. You definitely know when it's a fall. I will probably not go for that achievement. Even I have my limits. It is kind of weird. Pretty much like once you release the button, or even if you're still holding it, sometimes you can be like, ooh, I think I held too long. Like you just kind of know. Ooh. Like that. Once I released, I was like, oh, that's too long. See, that's a jump I'm fine over jumping. I would not want to underjump that. Which I've done many times. Held too long. Alright. Reset from the bottom. It's okay. These are easy. It's 2 full jumps. Slightly under full jump. Another full jump. Full jump. Anytime you can do a full jump, it's pretty safe. Like these are full jumps. 1, 2, and 3. You just kind of need to slide to the side a little bit. Make sure it's a safer full jump. Bargenberg is full of full jumps. Look at that. 3 right in a row. Slightly under. Tap jumps, full jump. Line up with this middle beam, full jump. It's easy. And then you get here. That's what happens. See? See, it like sucks you out. That's what happens. That's why it's hard. I was like halfway in and it just pulled me out. Alright, we're here. We're at New Babe Plus. I'm sure you guys were perceptive in the little time I spent on the screen. You're like, hey, there's a hole in the wall right there. You're right. There is. You go here. You can talk to this guy. Oh, I thought that was a full jump. I've only been up here once on accident. I was doing a blind race and I was like, oh, this path seems a lot easier. So I took it, and that's because it's the start of a whole new level. So this is where you start in New Babe Plus. And as you can see, we're already in snow physics. Or, yeah, we're already in heavy snow. So we can't move. We have to bunny hop everywhere. Alright. And I've gotten to the next section. I just can't remember all the things for it. All the strats. Of course, we're going to go for the bird. I don't know all the bird locations, but we're going to go for it. Look at this. We're charging through. All right. I can't fully remember this. I think I would do something over there. Like that. Gonna try and get up there. I don't think I can bonk off that. No. Ooh, but we don't want to do that. We can bonk off that, however. Can we full jump to the bird? We can't. That's unfortunate. Back when I did this originally, of course, I was much less skilled at the game. So a lot of these feel easier than what they were back when I did them earlier. Go this way. That's not a full jump. I remember reciting that to myself back when I was here earlier. Earlier being like my first run. I remember just constantly saying, like, not a full jump. Don't do a full jump. Of course, what do? Another full jump. Why? Why can't I just remember? Wise words from myself. From 5 minutes ago. 2 seconds ago, really. Remember, not a full jump. There we go. We were in a really bad position there. We were like right in the middle of the platform. I don't think I could have jumped to the right and made it. That we can make. Yeah. Yeah. Where'd we go? Ah, right there. Too far. I think I need to be like right on the edge there. Full jump. And there's the ice physics back into play. But now I know the lore behind ice physics. I can do that. We're here. So this is a full jump. I remember that. You could just full jump there. Can I just bonk there? I can. So of course, remember, these are ice physics. Not as easy as just regular. Because of something like that. That was actually really weird because I jumped off, or I slipped off rather, and then still managed to get a jump. Didn't think that would be possible. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen, but I had to give it a try. What am I doing? This game is very easy to just continue spiraling downward. Not a full jump. Actually, can I go this way? Well, not like that. Okay. I'll just say no. Again, I was just in a bad position. Couldn't really do anything about it. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe that's an easier position than I thought. We're good. We're safe. The fun thing about this is if you slide off this platform, there is some safety snow. You know, when you don't just completely go over the safety snow and then bait yourself off the edge and go all the way back down. Isn't that fun? Thankfully, these are fairly easy jumps. Not a full jump. Cannot full jump that one either. Are you serious, game? I'm gonna bonk on that. That's a reposition bonk, though. That's okay. Bonking is not always bad. I think I held too long there anyway, so it didn't matter. I was gonna fall. I want to be against that wall because now I'm too far this way, I think. No? Alright. See, here's where I'm just going to reposition it. Beautiful till I mess it up. Reposition. Get a slightly bigger jump. Why am I just over jumping these? These are easy jumps. Why did I think I could do that after failing it 3 times? This is what happens. This is how the game goes when you're blind to it. Or newer to it, I guess, since I'm not really blind. Oh, come on, game. Come on, game. I hate those baby bonks, and then you just fall straight down. I thought I had that. Thought I had that. That's gonna bonk. Undershooting that one. That's surprising, actually. I think it's just because of how small the platform looks that I'm thinking I need to undershoot. We're back! Yay! Alright, that's a full jump. Bonk that way. Bonk that way. Alright, there's a bird down there. Wait, no, we can't get that bird. Doesn't matter. We weren't far enough. I'm upset. I was expecting to bonk there. How was I doing this without those, like, reposition jumps? I was actually being, like, way more precise, I guess. Alright, just be safe. This, I think I bonked here. Oh, okay, alright. We're just gonna need to get back up here. Or not. That's fine. If you're wondering, that's just like a secret. There's like a note on the wall in that hole up there. You enter from the other side of the screen and jump down, and it's just lore. I've read it. Alright, how about we go this direction? If I can. Looks like I can't. Okay. Bonk. Get over here. I believe it's a jump to the right. Yep. Look at that bird. Look how nasty this area is. These are mean. Whew. I don't think I took this right side. Or I think I went just straight left. Let me see if what I'm thinking works. And then I think I bonked here. Yeah. Huh. Two separate paths through this. Alright, where do I go? We're bonking right. Bonking left. Where am I going? Where am I going? Left? Right? Left? Okay, well, there's literally nothing I could have done there to save myself. And then the game does that. And by the game, I mean me, because I can't click the right thing. I can't hold for the right amount of time, because I don't remember. I don't have these hold lengths memorized like I do regular game. Who needs them, though? We can do this. We can't do this. I believe in myself here. Oh, come on. Don't rush. It's not a full jump. Okay. That's safe. It doesn't feel safe, but it is. It feels like I'm gonna bounce to the side. Okay. How did I do it? There we go. You have to be kind of close to the wall there. Or the ledge. I didn't think I made it, and so I was doing a correction jump. Did I? Okay, it wasn't just a straight up bonk. I forgot to mash! That sucks. Well, guess we just have to go back up. For those bigger falls, I kind of just mash and hope I save myself. I'm paying attention to like which direction I'll have to mash, but other than that, I'm just mashing. Because the extra jump will recorrect my momentum to whichever direction I jumped. All right. There we go. Which way? Bonking right. That's right. I remembered as I was doing the jump. No! Oh, man. Okay. I don't need recorrective jumps there when they're just baby jumps anyway. I can just hold the opposite direction. Whew. Alright. Oh, we slid even further than I thought I would. That sucked. I do wish the game had a bit more of a soundtrack. It's mostly ambiance, which, you know, it's fine. We just weaved the gap so hard there. That sucks. Yeah, you've got like some sounds here. Don't full jump, I almost did. We're gonna have to recorrect that and didn't jump enough. Full jump. Alright. Calling out when I need to full jump is, or when I specifically don't full jump, is kind of important in these sections that I don't know. I'm gonna reposition that. I didn't. Oh, felt like the same position. Okay, there we go. Not a full jump. You know, sometimes I hate this game. Sometimes it just sends you back to the first screen, just because it wanted to. Alright, really? For some reason I used to have trouble with that jump. Like that jump to the middle platform. I don't know why. It's really easy. I'm gonna jump back down. Ooh, thought I bonked there. We're back! Yay! Did not take long. And we're back down. Just as easily. That's gonna bonk, yeah. Gotta reposition, which means fall even further down. Yeah, I kind of knew when I was right on the edge that I wasn't going to make that, since I always do it from the middle. That last jump of that screen, I should be on the edge, though, because we bonk, and we want to make sure we get that all the distance we can get on that bonk. All right. You know what? I'm fine with that. Thankfully, you cannot fall on these first two cages. Whew. Yeah, so there we want all that distance. So we want to just stand on the edge. Alright, let's not fail this cage. Honestly, the jump after it is harder. There's more consequence to missing, I feel like. Probably not, considering I fall either way. Alright, bonk to the right. Bonk to the left. Where are we going? Left? That's what I assumed. Alright, I failed this jump. This is the furthest I've made it. Or was it this jump? It might have been that. Regardless, I have never made it this far now. And as you can see, there's still a gap on the right side that'll send me all the way down. Oh. Apparently there are some books on the shelf. Winning at Equivalent Exchange. Taming Dragons. Big Book of Magical Beasts. Sing along curse songs. Oh, that's a fun one. Alright, add all the books on that shelf. Looks like there's something here. There are also some books on this shelf, believe it or not. Big Book of Big Secrets. Little Book of Little Secrets. The Encyclopedia of Knowledge. That's got to be a big book. Demonic Rites with pictures. Alright, what's in bookshelf number 3? Nothing. Wait, there's a gap there. Alright. Real bookshelf number 3. Mushrooms you should not eat and their best recipes. 7 different kinds of poisons. 5 steps to an eternal life. There's an empty slot for a book. Okay. So my guess, we find a book. We put it in here, and then we go to that third area, and that gap opens up. That's my guess. I'm assuming you can't get up here, but... Oh, I guess you can. Back to... Oh, great. False King's Castle. Alright. Well, we've got a chandelier here. Got a chandelier over there. We're going to go here. So this is all new to me. I've never seen this stuff before. We cannot fall on that right side. That whole side is blocked off. So I'm actually... No, you have to be on this side. You have to do something from here. Do you bonk? And then, yep. Alright. You can fall to the side here. I'm going to go here. Thankfully, this is fairly safe of an area for the most part. By safe, I don't mean like I can't fall. It's just I can't do like a huge fall just yet. Oh, that's a silver coin over there. I need that. Oh, man. Alright, well, we can still fall like that. But look at that. Look at how safe. I don't fall into the ice, which is good. Do we have to bonk this way? No? There we go. Not full jump. That was a full jump, though. Because that's a full jump into the... Oh! Or that. That's cool. That's not what I wanted. Can I? I can't. Ooh. Alright, game. You've shown me that one before. Bonk there. Do that. Oh, I thought I had it on that. I thought I was being smart. No. 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 Wrong direction. I want that silver coin. I already have 2? Yeah. I haven't really been on the lookout for them because I forgot. There's also like mushrooms or something I need to collect based off the achievements. There we go. I kept walking. I don't know why. Alright. Well, thankfully we didn't fall all the way down, so I consider that a win. Again, this area, I'll take it. I'll take a big fall, even if it means falling. Like, this seems like easy stuff. This is easy jumps. Look at that. A free full jump. Alright, we're going to need to be on this one. I don't like this bird's position. I don't like this jump at all. This looks horrible. And I'm going to underjump it because I don't feel safe overjumping it. That's fine. We can bonk up. We can't! Because it's not a full jump. Alright, it's 8. Ranchwood, where you at? Alright, not bad. Not that way. Okay. I was only almost holding the wrong direction. What is going on? Why am I jumping that? When you haven't played it, like, a ton of times, you tend to do the wrong things. Or just overjump that for the 5th time. I'm gonna try this. Nope. Alright. The other jump seemed easier. Not a full jump. This is left? Yeah. Right. Alright. And we've got to go for the bird. That's alright. We got it. That's alright. I am fine with that. Alright, new area. This looks like a full jump. I'm guessing from the middle. Yeah. You know what? We're going to full jump from the right side to get up that extra bit. Get a little distance so we don't bonk. I'm thinking this direction. Oh, wind. Oh, Underberg. Okay. Just gonna do a full jump there. That didn't. No, 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 no. All right, Ranchwood, where are you at? I want to be done for the night. I'm ready to be done. I need a break. I don't want to read your books. Full jump. That's a full jump. That one's not a full jump. The game broke me. The wind broke me, more realistically. It was pretty much like as I made the jump I did, I kind of knew. Is this a Shovel Knight reference? See, I would say I know, but I haven't played Shovel Knight before, so it's kind of heresy. I know. There he is. All right. His stream's still offline. We can still get a little further before. What was this? This was jump to the right. Yeah, I've got to move that to. Hello? I didn't even click anything. All right, so that's a lag spike. That happens sometimes for some reason. I don't know why, and it's not fun. I know I haven't. I really need to, because just as like a game enjoyer, Shovel Knight is, and more specifically an indie game enjoyer. Like Shovel Knight is just, you know, cream of the crop. You haven't either. Have you watched Shovel Knight? Because I have not. Because I don't want to be spoiled on it. Where am I going with that? Why am I jumping left? You have watched it? I've watched like bits and pieces of Spectre Knight. Hello.
Okay, huh. Sorry I'm late.
It's alright. I started around like 7 thinking we were going then. And I was like, oh, I'll be able to get like maybe one run done. Where am I going?
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking but yeah, no, I was like, I was doing homework or whatever, because I'm trying to get it a lot of my stuff before it comes in, so I can hopefully time.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me. And I was just like in the zone, had my headphones on, wasn't paying attention, and then looked at the time and it was like 7:29. And I was almost done with an assignment, and I was like, push it to 8.
Yeah, I was kind of sitting there. I'm like, huh, you know, I'm just going to start the New Game Plus mode because he's not here yet.
Yeah, no, you had all the right to do that. Oh.
I can just right jump there? Okay, okay. That's some good lore. That saves 2 jumps. 3 jumps even.
Getting the lore.
Getting the lore.
Getting all the lores.
It's okay. I'm going to lose it all right here when I fall. Oh, my heart sinks every time I do one of the jumps that are on the edge like that.
Okay. Press A to continue. I don't have a continue. Dang game.
This is right jump? Yeah. Back to the wind. So this is, I don't know if there's ambient noise. There's only music in like very select areas. I'll turn it up for this game. There's only like ambient noise. I wish there was more than just that.
Wait, like A Way Out has only ambient noise?
No, Jump King is what I've been playing
Oh.
while you were away.
Yeah, school is kicking my ass. It's a bitch.
Stay on the pole.
Not like kicking my ass in terms of like hard shit. It's just a lot of shit. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. All right. The Dark Souls of the Crash Bandicoot. Oh, Crash Bandicoot is the Dark Souls of platformers. I would. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Man, it hurts so much falling down like 2 whole areas.
I started and I'm on the like starting soon screen.
Did you? Your stream is still offline for me.
I literally just clicked going live.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not seeing it. I made sure I downloaded the game in advance. Can you believe it?
I know. I was like, hey, we could do this.
Ooh.
It's an option. Play online. Of course, I want to play online.
Yeah, this is very much like an NES getting over it. This is not an NES game, by the way. It just, kind of gives off that feel. It's very simple. Yeah, this is practically getting over it. Very punishing falls. Open gaps meant for you to fall in. Not a full jump. And I say that like as I already know I've held too long. So it's not like it's going to help. Not a full jump. What am I doing? I'm like holding it longer than I should. I need to find a way down. Not that far down. All right.
Something that I hope isn't a thing in this game is us like switching characters.
I don't think that's a thing. I've seen a playthrough, but it's been a while.
I haven't. I'm going in completely blind.
So I don't think I remember much of it, except I know like I know the start, kinda. Why am I full jumping there? So I'm sure you can already see from this that the whole game is based around your invisible power meter that you don't ever get to see, but determines literally everything you do.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You really do.
After I beat the regular game, I was like, you know what? For New Game Plus, I'm probably just gonna download a mod, because there has to be a mod that like shows a power meter, right? Someone had to have made that. So I thought I would need to do that if I wanted to beat New Game Plus. It won't be necessary. I think I can manage this without the power meter. But man, is it a pain. I'm only on the 3rd area. And I think the entrance of that next area is maybe a quarter of the way through the map, I think.
The invite has been sent. My friend.
All right.
My dear, luscious, amazing friend. It was a bit intimate, but you know.
Oh. All right. Let me get to the. Actually, I don't want to get to the windscreen. But I think if I get up here, this is a safe spot, right? If I save and exit there, if the wind blows me off the side, I slide into the corner, and then the wind can't blow me off.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. There's a smoking hot babe at the top. Well, I'm never going to see it. Total stats. Quite a lot.